everybody, Kathy Tooley, CEO, Tools for Success. Thanks for joining us. Hey, I wanted to talk to you this morning about our pathway. We call it the pathway to success for Tools for Success. I'm going to give it to you really quickly in 5 simple steps. 5 simple steps. Step 1, we really believe that curriculum is at the core of everything we do as teachers. Regardless of what state you're watching this from and whether you agree or not with the standards that your state has released, they are the standards your state has released. And therefore the state assessments will be tied to those standards. So we really believe, first of all, every classroom needs to be aligned to their state standards. Step 2 is once we have your classroom aligned, we need to vertically align it and make sure that everything that happens builds students to the next level. If there's anything we start to find in schools, that's where it comes apart a little bit. Most teachers are pretty comfortable with their curriculum and their standards, but most teachers are not as versed as what's necessary for their students to have when they come to them and what their students must be able to do before they leave them. So we do a big step on vertical alignment. Once we know that our curriculum is all in alignment and we have got a perfect staircase built and there's no dips or no valleys, students will continue to grow from K through 12, then we've got to really look at assessments. Now, I always say this, our step 3 is literally writing rigorous assessments. Teachers, if you're watching this, we have been writing assessments since we knew what assessments were. This isn't about you writing an assessment. This is about you writing an assessment that aligns to the rigor of your state assessment. And what we find far too often is teachers' assessments are at a depth of DOK 1 or 2, depth of knowledge, and most state assessments are minimally at a 3. So we're going to help you push those assessments, not rewrite them, but push the rigor up on those. Once all of these are in place, now we've got some good, rich data. We have some data we could really start analyzing on kids, and so we'll put together some highly effective professional learning communities. We find as a company that many schools have professional learning communities, but what we find too often is that they're professional learning communities that unfortunately aren't fruitful. And to me, what I mean by fruitful is, if I'm going to meet with a group of teachers and we're going to speak about a student, I don't want to just complain. I want to look at the data of where they are, the data of where they need to be, and put a plan in place of how to get them there. It's not the right time to talk about the Christmas party or to talk about a sad thing that might have happened to a staff member, all critical and important things. So we've developed a 40-minute protocol to help you move through a meaningful, data-driven professional learning community. And once all of that is happening, you will begin to see massive growth in your building. And then we're going to start getting into the 5th step, which is instructional practices. Instructional practices can vary on a myriad of things. Everything from differentiative instruction, classroom management, rigor, checks for understanding, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We really, once we get to step 5, partner with a school to figure out what their needs are to help get teachers to where they need to be. So those are the 5 steps to the Tools for Success pathway. Again, horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, rigor in your assessments, professional learning communities with a very intentional protocol, and then starting to look at instructional practices, and I would also call that coaching and support. So that kind of takes care of the Tools for Success pathway. If you need any more information, don't forget to visit our website. Website will be listed below where you can see all of those in a little bit more detail. Until then, thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day.